Hi everybody, Skip the End here with another collection update for you. It's Friday the 23rd of October. It's been a while since my last one, mainly because there really hasn't been that many games that I've bought or wanted to really talk about. So let's get started. The first one I've got here was actually the first one I bought since my last video, and that is Until Dawn, as the extended edition comes with like one additional cutscene. But yeah, really good sort of narrative-driven sort of survival horror game. You play as 8 different characters, and it sort of revolves around this sort of butterfly effect where your choices determine what happens to said characters. My one complaint is, unlike Heavy Rain, there's no sort of multiple endings really. There's sort of there's like one sort of main ending plus like a secret ending, provided you rescue everybody, which is a bit of a shame. However, apart from that, it's fantastic. Great graphics, interesting story. It does kind of tail off in the second half, but it's still worth at least one playthrough. Plus, you can sort of replay it and see what you could have done differently, and see what happens from there. So, yeah, really good game. Definitely one of my favourite games of the year. One game that I haven't really played a lot of, and you might be surprised, is Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain. A good game, however, I'm really struggling to get into it. I don't know, it just seems really tough compared to the other ones that I've played. Even number 3, which is pretty tough in itself. Uh, even, and it's surprising considering how more fleshed out the combat is, and it's more open world now. I don't know. It's just like the enemy AI just seems like too realistic for me. But I'm still enjoying it nonetheless. I played it for about an hour or so. I've done the first sort of prologue mission, and I'm on the mother base. So yeah, it's okay so far. It's obviously I've barely sort of scratched the surface with this. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I've heard good things, so we'll see. Next up, we have one of my favourite games. Well, one of my favourite indie titles, I should say, and that is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Now, I own this game both on the 360 where I bought it, plus it was free on PlayStation Plus for PS3. How when I found out there was a disc version, I had to pick it up because it's one of my absolute favourites. You play as two brothers, hence the name, and it's very weird how it controls you. Basically, control each character with one you control with the left analog stick, one you control with the right, and you also have like actions where one you press, I think it's like either L1 or L2, and the other one you press R1 or R2 to like do certain actions like pull levers and move things around, help each other up to sort of high areas and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a very emotional story as well. You will definitely it will definitely capture the feels. Let's put it that way. And yeah, it's very good. If you've not played it, I highly recommend it. Next up is Tales of Cesteria, still wrapped as I have not played it. This I bought along with the next game I'm about to show you on, I believe it was GameSeek for both it was around £68, so pretty happy with that. But I have a habit of collecting Tales games, as many as possible, so this will get played eventually, just not just yet. And next we have Dragon Quest Heroes. The Well Trees Woe and the Blight Below, the longest subtitle. Like, can barely fit on the side of the case. But yeah, this is a Dynasty Warriors style game in the Dragon Quest universe, in the same way that Hyrule Warriors was built around the Zelda universe, of course. And yeah, I like it. I've not really played a Dynasty Warriors or Dynasty Warriors game before, but yeah, I really enjoy this. I just love the visuals. They kept the sort of cell shaded style from Dragon Quest VIII, and sort of, I know they sort of remade a lot of the DS, the older games on the DS with this style, and I'm kind of happy they kept it. Plus, it's a little bit more rounded in like a sort of 3D wise, but it still maintains that excellent art design. And the gameplay is really good. It's a lot tougher than I thought it would be. Like, especially the later levels, it's you have to really get a strategy nailed down and think tactically on your feet. So yeah, this will hold no process if you're just like wailing at enemies and not thinking about what to do next. But yeah, really good gameplay. The story's kind of it's the typical RPG sort of vanilla storyline with not many sort of surprises. But even so, the game is very addictive, and I'm just past the halfway mark roughly, and yeah, still loving it. Again, like Until Dawn, one of my favourite games so far this year. So yeah. Right, and for the PS3 we have one game, and it's a damn good one. It's Alice Madness Returns, the sequel to American McGee's Alice. Now, it actually comes with a download code for the original game. I played it on the 360. It's I can understand at the time it was probably really good, but it has not aged well. The platforming is just some of the worst I've ever experienced. It really is just has not aged well at all. But the storyline is kind of interesting. It's got very sort of dark tones, much like this. And but Madness Returns for me is the definitely improved upon a lot of the things sort of wrong with the original title. Where it's a lot, it controls a lot better. It plays a lot better. The storyline maybe not quite as strong, but it's still very dark and very immersive. It's very sort of interesting to see what happens. And I know EA get a lot of shit, but and most of the time they deserve it. However, when there's games like this, Shadows of the Damned, Brutal Legend, what else? Like Def Jam, Fight for New York, SSX, Burnout. They're not all that bad. When they get the right developer and give them enough time and creative control, they can create something as good as this. So yeah. And finally, two PS2 games, one of which is Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I've never played a Star Ocean game before. I know the last one on the PS3 and 360 wasn't very good, so I sort of ignored that one for now. However, the ones before that, including, I think there was two on the PS1, and then there was this one. And I've heard nothing but good things about these, so yeah, I'm gonna. Although I hear this one isn't as good as the PS1 game, so but I'm willing to give it a shot anyway, because I love the PS2, and I'll be willing to try pretty much anything that I've not experienced before. So yeah. And finally, a compilation PS2 game, and that's Midway Arcade Treasures 2. Now, I did look for the first one as well, because it had games like Smash TV and what else? It had games like Gauntlet as well and stuff like that. But this one's got some good ones. Primal Rage, Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. What else do we have? Rampage, yeah, that's a good game too. But yeah, I got this for £1.50, so even if the majority of the games aren't very good or haven't aged well, it's I at least get Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 and I at least get some good fighting games, let's put it that way. But yeah, I will hunt down the first one. I think there was a third one as well, but I'm not quite sure. I need to look that up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hunting down like other compilations because I've already got the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, depending on where you're from, like collection for PS3. I know there's like a Capcom Classics collection, volumes 1 and 2, and there's like Taito Legends compilations as well. So yeah, I will hunt those down. And yeah, that's it for my collection update for Friday the 23rd of October. I hope you enjoyed it. Apologies for the lack of videos in the last few months. As I said, if there's no games for me to buy, then there's no video for me to do really. So, but there's some good games coming up in the near future. So I think the next video shouldn't be too long into the near future. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.